Hey, what's up? My name is Tyson Brown and I want to welcome you to Tyson's Fitness Tips Podcast. This is Australia's top health and fitness podcast to help you lose weight, look good with your shirt off, feel confident in your body, and finally achieve the goals you want with your health and fitness. So 5 days a week, I'm going to be giving you top information from myself and also from leading experts in the field so you know everything you need to do to get in the best shape of your life. From nutrition to mindset to workout, everything is covered in this podcast and you need to go nowhere else. So like I said, it's going to be 5 days a week, Monday to Friday, in your ears with quick actionable segments that you can implement straight away, because the most important thing is that you can put these things into play. Also, if you listen all the way to the end of the episode, you're going to get 2 special gifts that you can download upon listening to it. So make sure you listen all the way to the end to get those free gifts, okay? So let's get into the episode. Hey, what's going on? Welcome back to another episode of Tyson's Fitness Tips Podcast. It's going to be /video cast. Hopefully you can tape today. I have actually forgot my camera stand. That's a lie. I do have my camera stand. I'm just lazy to get it. So I got 2 pieces of blue tack, put them on the back of my phone. I was like, this will do. Nice clear wall behind me so I can maybe put up a little bit of fancy things here. Maybe. Who knows? Anyways, today's topic, we are going to be talking about Instagram. Because apparently everyone on Instagram looks like they're a fucking 10 out of 10. And apparently you should be able to exercise like crazy and do all these amazing things. And to be honest, you don't need to do any of that shit. Instagram is people's best 100%. Like, if you're on Instagram, you look like a model 24/7. And to be honest, that's just, you know this, it's just skewing reality. Well, maybe you don't know this actually. People do not look like that all the time. We do not look like Greek goddesses all the time. I mean, from this download right here, if I tense, my muscles look somewhat big, right, compared to what they usually are. Plus, I've just finished having a workout. So if I've got the right downline, if I've just finished a workout, if I've just finished a shredding phase like I am at the moment, I'm gonna look great and I'm gonna take a lot of photos, and then guess what? I can use those photos for later on. So what you are seeing in Instagram is people's highlights, and it can be really debilitating. If you're a guy and all you're seeing is ripped guys everywhere, looking good with their shirt off, and then you look down and you've got that little bit of belly fat, little bit. You've got a fair bit of belly fat. You look down, it's hanging over your pants, or you sit on the couch while you're scrolling, like, how shit does that make you feel? Because you're like, how is this guy putting in all the effort? Or like, how does this guy look good, so good all the time? I can see that he's having his cheat meals, I can see he's having all these things, and then you look at yourself and you're like, what the fuck's going on? Here's the truth. Those cheat meals, they've probably only eaten 3 or 4 cheat meals in the whole year, and that's what they're using them for. Look at the last time they posted a cheat meal compared to when they posted it now. Or maybe they were in a different phase. Maybe they were actually in a quote-unquote bulking phase at that point, and that's when they've taken photos, but they posted the photos now, because they never tell you when they actually took the photo. They didn't say, today this is what I ate. Some people do if they're fucking liars, but other people, they just take the photo and then they might use it 2 months down the road. Some of my thumbnails for these videos, they've been taken ages ago and I use the thumbnails. And you know why? Because I like to take photos when I look really good. And then there's other times that I'm not looking so good, I'll be wearing my shirt. Like if you saw during winter, when I was quote unquote bulking and I was just fluffy, like I just had more weight than usual, I didn't look the best. Guess what? I didn't take as many photos. And when I did take photos and I did do videos, I had a beanie on, I had track pants on, I had a long jumper on, because that way, I just didn't feel like I wasn't happy with how I looked at the moment. I didn't want to be showing that all over Instagram, especially when you see all these fitness athletes showing their best self. And that's what everyone does. Unless you're an athlete, unless you are a fitness competitor, anything like that, you're not going to look shredded at 7% body fat all the time. So don't fall for that trick. Don't let that bullshit of people's perception affect how you feel about yourself. Because if you get that negative effect and you're like, fuck man, I'm going through the grind, I'm trying to diet at the moment, I'm trying to lose weight, while everyone else looks like they're having fun and having the time of their life and eating their cheat meals and stuff like that, it's like, man, like, you're really just putting yourself in a negative hole, and you don't need to be in that negative hole. You just need to realize that that shit is not happening all the time, and you really need to get out of that mindset, because I get caught up in it all the time. I'm constantly comparing myself, especially since I am a personal trainer. And I don't look amazing, right? Like, there's nothing special about me. I haven't got any special genetics. I just know how to lose weight, and I just want to look good with my shirt off, and that's it. But then when I look at the people who I aspire to be like, people like a guy named Grenade Fit, Jamie Alderton, Or I look at, who else do I look at? Eric Buck, who's my coach. Like, those guys have awesome physiques, and I know I'm never going to reach that, and I constantly see it. And I'm like, man, like, I really wish I could look like them. And it's kind of just like, you got to catch yourself and be like, all right, hang on, like, what's going on here? And when you do that, when you constantly catch yourself and you're just like, whoa, this is actually not real at the moment. Like, this, this is not perception. This is not real life. Like, you have to remind yourself that, because it's easy for your brain to get tricked. Our brain doesn't know that we're looking at photos that are from 3 years ago from someone. Or our brain doesn't know that we're looking at people who aren't around us at the moment. Like, this psychological factor plays a big important role and can really change your mindset. And if it gets you in the down and dumps and it makes you want to stop exercising, it makes you feel bad about yourself, it makes you feel like everything you're doing is just worthless because you're never going to get the quote-unquote body you want, then like you probably shouldn't be looking at those people on Instagram. You can simply remove them, or you use those people as inspiration. So use some of those people who you see, especially transformation photos. Like if you see my transformation photos that I show my clients, like they're not 60-day transformation photos. They're 4 months, 5 months, 6 months. And you know why? Because the transformations that I achieve with my clients aren't short-term results that are going to go backwards. It's long-term results that are going to be able to keep. I've got photos from clients who have been training with me for 2 years and who have still obtained a good amount of body fat, who have got to a low amount of body fat and kept it, but it's because they built in the habits. So look at the motivation first of all. Look at normal people like yourself who are just average guys who want to lose some weight, who want to look good with their shirt off, and follow them. Don't follow the fitness professional, the personal trainer, the athlete, whoever it is, whose job it is to exercise and to look good naked 24/7. If that's even a thing, which it's not because they're taking a lot of photos. It's like, it's a distorted reality. And that's kind of like, so for an example, I've got my photo shoot next week. Currently at the moment, I've cut out all carbohydrates. I've got like trace amount of carbohydrates. I've cut out lots of fat. So basically I have probably about 15 grams of fat a day from trace foods and also essential fatty acids from fish oil. And I've got a photo shoot next Saturday. So I'm going to look really good for this photo shoot. It's a strict diet, it's dedication. I'm going to pull it off and I'm going to look really good for this photo shoot, but it's not going to be what I walk around in all the time. However, I will be using those photos because I achieved that body. But it's not like I'm walking around that 24/7. And so you've got to constantly remind yourself of that. And when you can start doing that, when you can be like, okay, like, you could come at it with skepticism, but you could simply be like, all right, you know what, I bet you this person, especially if it's like winter, you're like, I don't look at this person, I doubt they're going to be looking like that at the moment. And the most humbling thing is just be able to see them in real life and realize, oh, they look like a normal person, because that's what you're going to realize. Bodybuilders have off seasons where they do not look like a bodybuilder and shredded at all. Then you're going to have the people who just, my client's waving at me at the moment, and it's just as simple as that. Like when you start to play that game of like, okay, are they really in that shape at the moment? If they are, maybe, but go back and look, have they used that photo before? Are they recycling the photo? Was the photo taken in like a certain lighting? Because you got to remember that too, down lighting, post-workout. Even you and your goals, if you take a photo of what you look like post-workout under a good down light, anyone can fucking look amazing. So if you can fool yourself, just imagine what a couple of filters can do on Facebook or on Instagram, and then just a couple of tweaks here and there, people completely change the way they look, and it gives you that fucking false sense of reality, and it can either make you feel like shit, or you can start to play that rule in your head and be like, oh wait, I know what's going on here, and then you simply just go about it every day. Because like, I still follow Eric and I still follow Jamie, and I know that I'm never going to look like them, but I always also use them for motivation too. Because I'm like, you know what, I can train harder to get the best body I want. Even though I'm not going to look like them, it gives me motivation. So I'm using that as a positive thing as opposed to a negative thing. And I want you to separate that difference. I don't want you to get caught up in the stuck and be like, oh my God, like, I'm never going to look like this. I feel like shit. It makes me feel bad about myself. Why do I even work out? Because honestly, that's not good. Especially when, like I said, if you see them posting their cheat meal or enjoying themselves and looking with their shirt off and all these things, and then you're sitting there and you're like, man, life sucks at the moment. I'm on 1,700 calories a day. I'm not eating anything. I'm just depressed. Like, no one wants to be in that position. You don't want to be in that position. You don't want to feel like you're missing out on the quote-unquote good life when everyone else is enjoying themselves. So don't get fooled by that, right? Just remind yourself. I know it's going to be hard at first, but the more you can do it, the better it's going to be. Then you remove those negative people from your life, or from those things that make you feel negative. And then from there, what you can do is you can slowly start making better choices, feeling better about yourself, and just keep putting in that hard work. Because remember, a lot of it is Instagram is just everyone's best highlight. Everyone looks amazing on Instagram. You're gonna see photos of me looking amazing on Instagram. You're gonna look amazing on Instagram. Everyone's gonna look amazing. It's their highlights. And then when you have a look in their backstories, that's when you see the dirty secrets come out. Not dirty secrets, but they're not always on their A game and stuff like that. And they just share shit. And if they aren't sharing their stories, then you know something's going on. So, just want to give you a quick tip about that today, because I know a lot of people struggle with Instagram at the moment. I hope it was helpful. I'm going to be doing some more videos tomorrow. If you have any questions, make sure to comment down below and ask. Until next time, don't forget, pick up the 23 recipes of high protein diets that you can get from tysonbrown.com.au/20 recipes. Speak to you next time. Hey, thanks for listening to the podcast. I really appreciate it. So now you've listened all the way to the end. That means you get some free goodies. So what you can do is you've got two different options, or you can take them both. I've got an intermittent fasting cheat sheet and a high protein 20 recipe meal guide designed specifically for you in your situation. These meal plans and this intermittent fasting guide is designed to help you burn stubborn belly fat and get in the best shape of your life. So all you have to do is go to the show notes, click on the download link, and they'll get sent straight to your email address. It's as simple as that. They're completely free. They're going to help you transform your body. So go to the show notes now and download the free guide, and I'll speak to you in the next episode.